Welcome to the Imperial Brickz YouTube channel. It's Nixter here, and in this video, we're going to be getting into the holiday spirit by taking a look at all of the LEGO Star Wars holiday minifigures. Now, I did have one criteria for the minifigures featured in this video, and that was that they did have to have at least one unique kind of exclusive print to that one minifigure that you can't find in any other set. So characters like the Porg with the Santa hat, or the Clone Trooper with the Santa hat, or even the R2-D2 with reindeer antlers are not going to be in this video because those parts can be found in other sets and on other minifigures. Before we begin, we have three main categories for the figures that are going to be in this video. First, we've got the Christmas sweater minifigures, then we've got the kind of outdoor holiday stuff minifigures, and then finally we've got the Santa Claus themed Star Wars minifigures. The first minifigure we're going to be looking at here is the Darth Vader with the Christmas sweater, and this is from the 2020 Advent Calendar, and you can see that we've got the standard legs, standard helmet and cape. This is one of the more recent Darth Vader heads with the scarring on the back, but of course we do have the exclusive Christmas sweater print. This one features the Death Star 1. We've got some little stars around that, and you can see on the back, same kind of deal. Maybe that's just a stitch pattern, but I think we'll see a couple more of this back print on a few more of the figures that we're going to be looking at here. But yeah, here is the first one, and it is the Christmas sweater Darth Vader minifigure. Sticking with the Sith minifigures, we have here the Christmas sweater Emperor Palpatine minifigure, and you can see, although he does also have a Death Star on his torso, we have this time the Death Star 2. You can see that it is damaged, or sorry, not damaged, but not being finished built on the right side there. And on the back, we do have a slightly different but kind of basic knitted print. And this minifigure was featured in the 2023 Advent Calendar. Next up, from the 2024 Advent Calendar, we've got Christmas Sweater Luke. And you can see on this one, we've got quite a bit of detail going on here. That's the Lars Homestead with a moisture vaporator in the middle and the two Tatooine suns. And if we look on the back, you can see we've got another moisture vaporator and a sandcrawler stitched into the sweater print. Also from the 2024 Advent Calendar, we've got a Leia minifigure, and her Christmas sweater features a Hoth battle scene. You can see we've got an AT-AT going up against a snowspeeder on the top there, and a little rebel turret down on the ground. And on the back side of her torso, we've got the shield generator, missing one of those big discs. I believe it is supposed to have 4, another snowspeeder, and a little tauntaun with even a minifigure or little character stitched into the back riding on it. This isn't much of a minifigure, but the next figure from the 2022 Advent Calendar is the R2-D2 wearing a Christmas sweater. You can see on the front we've got a C-3PO head knitted in, and on the back we've got the Rebellion insignia, and the next character we're going to be looking at kind of goes with this one very nicely. And that would be this C-3PO, also from the 2022 Advent Calendar, and you can see he's got a R2-D2 stitched into the front of his sweater, and on the back we've got this more standardized sweater print that I think we saw on the holiday sweater Darth Vader minifigure. This minifigure is not wearing a Christmas sweater, but he does have a scarf on, so close enough. This is our holiday Mandalorian minifigure. We've got the standard Beskar print for the legs, arms, even the torso, except for the fact that they added on the top part the print for that sweater. And what's really cool about this one is the stitching details. Those little stars or snowflakes, whatever you want to call them, are actually in the silver print. So you can see when I flip it over, they do reflect the light really nicely and stand out. Now this guy is wearing his Christmas sweater, and we have here the holiday Grogu minifigure. We've got an all red little body and arms. This is all one piece down here, even the hands. And you can see there is a scarf with a kind of sweater print printed on beneath that, like he's wearing it below the scarf. And nothing on the back, and of course our standard Grogu minifigure head. Next up, we've got this Poe Dameron minifigure from the 2020 Advent Calendar. You can see he's got a BB-8 stitched into the front of his Christmas sweater, and on the back we have again the standard Christmas sweater print. And this guy just has a normal Poe Dameron head with obviously some dark red legs. Sticking with the sequel trilogy, we have here a Rey minifigure, and this one came in a Millennium Falcon holiday diorama little mini set. And I'm not sure why they decided to do that when they did, and I'm not sure if they're going to be continuing that series of making more little holiday dioramas like that. But you can see here we've got a white Millennium Falcon on the front of the torso here, and on the back we have a slightly more basic but not the same as the C-3PO or Darth Vader sweater print on the back here. And this is going to be paired in that set with another minifigure that we're about to take a look at. That minifigure would be Finn here, and you can see we've got the standard Finn head with the what I believe are the standard Finn legs, and he's got the Rebel insignia on the front of his Christmas sweater, and for the back we've got somewhat of a unique stitch pattern for him, but he also came in that holiday Millennium Falcon little diorama set. From the 2023 Advent Calendar, we've got here the Ewok holiday minifigure. This one, it's not really a sweater, it's just the Ewok kind of hood recolored in green, but I'm calling it a sweater for the sake of this video. And you can see we've got a red Christmas tree with a star on top and what would probably be some snow detail there on the sides of that. And on the back, we have no extra printing, but this is a unique color for this Ewok. I don't think they've done any white Ewoks from the movies, so there would be no need to make an actual figure that looks like this except for this one for the sake of the holiday season. Moving on to our outdoor themed holiday minifigures, we've got from the 2014 Advent Calendar the Christmas tree astromech droid. I don't think this is supposed to be an R2-D2. Obviously we've got an all green astromech legs and body. See if we can get a closer look at the detail on the front there. It's kind of hard to see because it is all in black, but it is the standard astromech print. And then on the top, we've got a couple Christmas ornaments. The eye from the astromech droid. There's the little standard sensors that you usually see. Some printing that is supposed to make it look like this is the top part of a Christmas tree, even though that wouldn't make sense if this was a metal droid. And then we have what is supposed to represent a star at the top of the head there. And this is a really cool one. I wish they did more that were more unique like this one is, but let's move on to the next figure. Next up in our outdoor category, we've got a snowman astromech droid. Now this one has the similar style of print to other astromech droids, but you can see that they look like they've been kind of carved into snow, which is nice. And then instead of having actual sensors, we've got some pieces of coal, and for the detail here in the middle, you can see those are some carrots, and he does feature a top hat. Here is the top part of the print. You can see it goes all the way around, and it has the same style, another piece of coal right there. But this one is, again, very clever, and I wish they did more different holiday minifigures like this one, not just so basic with a holiday sweater on every minifigure. The next minifigure isn't really an outdoor kind of thing. It's not necessarily a snowman, but I don't think we've ever seen a all-white Wookiee. And you can see this one does, although these are not pieces of coal, those are supposed to be actual eyes because they have pupils. We have a red and green printed ammo belt going along the Chewbacca mold, and everything on this figure is white, so kind of interesting. And he does include, instead of the standard red stud to launch out, a white one to represent what I assume is supposed to be a snowball. Next, we have the one figure that didn't really fit into any of the categories that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but we've got a holiday Darth Vader, and this is more of a tropical holiday Darth Vader. You can see he's wearing a tank top on top of the standard suit that he wears, and we've got a Death Star right there with a bunch of TIE fighters in the sky. I believe those are birds further out. And then we've got some palm trees, a little island. Obviously, the Death Star is reflecting on the body of water that is on the bottom part of the print. And if we go to the back, you can see this does look like Scarif, where we've got the big tower right there, the Death Star again, more palm trees, and some more TIE fighters. But yeah, I'm not sure why this one was deemed appropriate for an advent calendar, but It was in the 2022 Advent calendar, I believe, and here we have it now. Now moving on to the Santa Claus style minifigure category. We've got first from the 2012 Advent calendar, Santa Darth Maul. We've got a unique torso print. You can see everything is red. We've got the white fur for the collar area, just like Santa Claus would have. We've got a unique printed hood. The print is all red on a white hood. I think in the past, the way they did it was the hood would be all the plastic color, and then they would print on the kind of fur area that you see here. It was like what they did on the Han Solo minifigure, but I guess they decided to switch it up for this. And on the back, we've got just a little bit more robe detailing with a candy cane to kind of tie in all the holiday goodness on this minifigure. Next, we've got another really special Santa-themed Star Wars minifigure, and you can see this one is Darth Vader, but we have a unique print not only for the torso, but also for the legs. So the kind of robe is continued down through the belt with the white fur going all the way around the edges of that. We've even got the start of some pockets that are not continued on the side, unfortunately, and you'll notice that on his belt he has two little Christmas presents instead of more buttons. And on the back here, we do not have a back print, but that's okay because one, he's got a cape, and two, because they gave him an exclusive print for the legs there. And if we take a look at the head, this is just the standard kind of older style of Darth Vader head with the pupils, and this is the older Darth Vader helmet because this minifigure is from the 2014 Advent calendar. Next, from the 2013 Advent calendar, we've got the Santa Django minifigure, and this does have a unique print for the torso only. You can see we've got some more presents on the belt, some mistletoe on his left breast there. We've got a standard smiling Django Fett head, and we will remove the head so you guys can see the back part of the torso. It is more of the armor finished off with some more white fur on the top, and as you can see here, he does have a little basket or a sack to bring and deliver his presents with. This right here is the first exclusive kind of holiday themed minifigure LEGO did from the 2011 Advent calendar. So we still have the Clone Wars style Yoda headpiece that is rubber, so it's very soft and easy to bend those ears. We've got the gray hair print on this minifigure, and although it doesn't look like an exclusive torso, you'll notice that we do have a little bit of the sand green at the top of the chest or torso print there, which makes it exclusive to the Yoda, and we do not have a back print, but you can see he does have a little candy cane under his belt there, and yeah, that is all that makes this Yoda a unique minifigure. Next, from the 2015 Advent calendar, we've got our Santa C-3PO minifigure, and this guy does have the standard C-3PO head, standard C-3PO legs, but this is a unique torso, and I'll try to remove the beard here so you guys can see. We do have some fur on the top part of the torso print, and we've got a nice, more fur on the bottom, but also a nice belt with gold detailing, some gold stitching going down the front middle of the torso, and like you saw here, we do have a back print on this minifigure, looking very nice. And even if it's not super unique looking, I do applaud LEGO for making a unique print for this minifigure. Next up here, we have not much of a minifigure, but this is a snowman, so it's supposed to be a person or a snow minifigure perhaps, but we have not one but two unique prints featured here. So believe it or not, the face print, which looks like a basic kind of snowman print, got our coal for eyes, coal for mouth, and carrot for the nose. This is a unique print. There's nothing on the back. It's just an all-white head. And the helmet here is also a unique print. You can see we've got some nice kind of sky blue, light medium blue detailing there. I'm not sure what any of these insignias are supposed to mean, or if that's even supposed to be like kind of like a snowflake. It doesn't really look like a snowflake, does it? But yeah, this is a unique helmet, and because of that, I deemed it worthy of including in this video because it is exclusive for the holiday kind of theme. And to round it all out, we've got one more, not much of a minifigure, but it is called a minifigure on Bricklink. This is a snowman that's supposed to be a carrot. It is red, and you're like, there's no prints on this. How could it be included in this video? Well, The white colored helmet here that you see is exclusive to this little snowman, snowball thing. There are no prints, but there are no other sets that feature a white kind of Imperial pilot, AT-AT pilot, AT-ST pilot helmet like this, and because of that, I wanted to include it in this video. So you now know that this piece is exclusive. And so here is the full collection. We've got all the Santa themed minifigures up here with the 2 snowmen there. We've got all of our Christmas sweater wearing characters here. Mando with the scarf. There's our sequel trilogy guys. Then we've got our outdoor guys. We've got Ewok, the Christmas tree, snowman, kind of outdoory with the all-white Chewbacca there. And then our tropical holiday Darth Vader minifigure. And it is worth mentioning that there is one minifigure I did leave out from this display. It is the, I can't remember the pilot's name, from the employee exclusive X-Wing set. It's kind of like a Santa style rebel pilot minifigure guy. The set is $1,000. That minifigure goes for about $500, and I just didn't think it would be worth trying to get my hands on one of those, and I wanted to get this video out in a timely manner. And if I had ordered it, it would have had to have come from overseas, and I probably wouldn't have been able to put the video out really before Christmas, and that was my main goal with this. So this is the complete collection for now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and you can find all of these figures available right now at imperialbrickz.com, or just tap the link in the description below.